For 10 years, I've been collecting gold chains. Half came from rap, rest from cocaine. They shine so bright, y'all have to throw shade. Y'all worse than a bum that asked the whole change. Now my granddad can't get past his old ways.
Let's go.
He made a whole lot of cash, but won't save.
What?
He said, son, you can't take that to your grave, and the die rich is when you pass from old age. That's probably why these young niggas dying broke. I mean, you way too young to be trying to cope. My homie on the run for a gun till they come. He gonna turn his breadcrumbs to a giant loaf. I told y'all I am GOAT, nigga. And if I'm not best, I am close, nigga. This next ball about to smoke, niggas. Bust down Cartier watches was made for you broke niggas. Trust. We gonna give you bitches a pass, but you rap niggas, take them shits off, man.
Yeah.
Hey, give me another beat, too, man.
Plain Jane work for
Let's
man.
go.
Bleed that.
38 Special, Bootleg Cab.
Let's go.
Let's go.
7 shots out right now.
Let's go.
Know what I'm saying? Rochester, New York. Let's go. Hey, y'all ain't asked for help one time. Y'all want lines to front y'all work? I was on the front line talking about who you gonna find. Man, you ain't getting far putting $10 on pump 9. My dope make fiends on wine. If they don't want dimes, we serve trays like the lunch line. Now come down, I brung wine. I'm with your wife, we having a fun time till the sunshine. Fuck a gun crime. We all got 50 shots in our Glock. Now that's a drum line. Drug dealing was a dumb grind. I realized I could make brick money off one rhyme. I tried to help son climb, but when you're deaf and dumb, the next step to become blind. You niggas think with a young mind. The only reason you don't like your life is because you want mine. In the garage where the Porsches put. New GT3, come see how 500 horses look. I got an office where the softest cook. Only hire certain people, I'm real cautious from the losses took. You know when I caught a crook, his wife was pregnant and he didn't get to see how his daughter looked. Nigga, bring me his head on a hook. They blew his head to pieces, they couldn't bring it, so they brought his foot. Trust.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Shout it out to all the great people. Shout it out to the people that's here. We just survived that 4th of July, the notorious 4th of July yesterday. That so-called Day of Independence. Can somebody give me a dice cube to let me know that the audio is crystal clear? If I could shout it out, because we know it's going to be some more people that's pulling up. But for the people that's here, that's the least I could do. It's only 2 people on the board, so it's 6 people in the back, 7 people in the back. Come on out the bushes and say, what up? Remember like I told you? Like D when she used to pick the phone up on what's happening. Hello. But let me know, quote unquote, that y'all can hear me crystal clear. Anybody but a dead body. Can y'all hear me? Always a queen. I see you in the building. We got a woman in here. These niggas is slow. I told FTC Vice in order to tell me, thank you, always a queen. See, this is why we need great women around. This is why we need great women around. We got FTC Vice in the building. We got my man Auto up in the building. Always a queen just popped up in the building. Let me know that the audio is right. That's 3 people, so it's 7 people in the stash. We got the sister 7 up in the building. Top of the top, I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up. Grown Folks Conversation, hood news with my point of views. That's what we doing today. Got some damn hair on my shirt. Damn. Hood news with my point of views. Can you dig what I'm saying? What the fuck? Oh, I had a piece of motherfucking hair on my shirt. God damn. Hood news with my point of views. Y'all already know the 4th of July is always crazy. I'm glad everybody's all right. I hope your family and everybody is all right. I hope your loved ones, your kids, your teenagers. You know, them teenagers, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to listen to nobody no more. I hope everybody went to the cookouts yesterday. Y'all got back home safe. Your family and everything is all right. It wasn't no shootouts. It wasn't no aggravated things because it was some bullshit that was going on. But it's one thing I want to talk about to the people that went through that bullshit with this clown right here. Shout out to this clown right here, Mr. Rudy Giuliani. We're going to start him out with the jackass of the motherfucking day. Giuliani was disbarred in New York over pervasive 2020 election lies and court rules. Finally, they caught up with his bitch ass. So all that bullshit he did to us for the motherfucking TNT, the Tactical Narcotic Task Force, the way you stepped up and just violated people for all the bullshit for nothing when we was just trying to get money, for the way that you put out them outlandish jail sentences. I'm glad everything that's happening to your devil ass is happening to you. This goes out to you, Rudy Giuliani. Fuck you.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told.
Stop. The hustle don't motherfucking stop. I appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. We got some things I want to get into. We got some stuff that I want y'all to hear about from the beginning. But later on, I want to talk about what's going on with Iman Shumbert and Miss Teana Taylor. These two right here. I got something to talk about with them two. But we're going to hold that back to the end because I'm trying to wonder, should Iman Shumbert, should he have done what Mr. Steven Jackson did? Y'all remember him yesterday, right? All right, Mr. Steven Jackson, y'all know, 14 years in the NBA, professional basketball player, played with the San Antonio Spurs. He also played with the Indiana Pacers. He also played with the Golden State Warriors. Lucrative careers with everybody, and still to this day, he is an active NBA player with Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league that they have just noticed to be an actual league sport, and he's still getting money and still getting bread. But this young lady right here was his fiance, Miss Imani. Miss Imani. I think it's Coldwater was her last name. Mr. Stevens said he had no problem with marrying her. Check this out. He had no problem with marrying her, but she had to sign a prenuptial agreement. Now check this out. You see Mr. Iman Shumbert. He's happy go round. He's chilling. You see him in the shy. He's doing a lot of acting, but he married Mrs. Teana Taylor, which is an up-and-coming and aspiring actress, but he was also already a prominent basketball player in the NBA. Should he have asked for a prenuptial agreement? Should he have asked for a prenuptial agreement? China, I see you in the building. Salute. Always the queen said an exact point. She said, yo, they both had money, but when the relationship started between them two, he was the financial contributor to that relationship because she was an up-and-coming dancer, backup singer. This is before the albums now. This before the album. She had a little bit of change. She had a few dollars, but she ain't had that NBA money. See, you got to understand something, ladies. No disrespect intended to anybody. When you think about Mr. Steven Jackson and you think about Miss Imani Coldwater, these chicks is looking for them niggas with that bag. Look at him, happy-go-lucky, looking like he's mild-mannered, respectable. Miss Teana, you could tell by her over-explicit promiscuity and her sexual tendencies, how she get down and rock and roll. She's a very, very, very seductive woman, very beautiful woman. And they share beautiful children together. They beautiful kids together. See, now this is what I was talking about when I said yesterday when it comes to the prenuptial agreement with certain individuals, because some people might not be there for the long run. They might just be for the opportunity that comes along with standing next to someone or dating someone for a certain amount of time when they're in the spotlight, when they're in the spotlight. When they got back together, remember, Iman Shumbert was one of the most dangerous point guards to the league before the injuries. I'm talking about when he walked up in there, that nigga was the ticket. Only child, I see you in the building. He was the ticket. I'm not saying that she went after that bread, but she got with him, didn't she? She gave him 2 children. But I'm going to get into that later on. We're going to talk about something that happened with the aftermath of the 4th of July. Shout out to China Brim, like he told y'all yesterday. Certain times, stay the fuck out the way. Safety is the #1 thing. I said that yesterday on my live. A lot of you niggas is talking that outside bullshit. Fuck that outside bullshit. If you don't got no safe place to go with your family members or friends. China said some shit yesterday, and I laughed because everything they said to him, they say to me, yo, Big Dice, or my mother, yo, son, you coming through for the 4th of July this year like last year? Yo, everybody gonna be on Prospect and Utica, baby. St. John's Park is lit. You know Lou Home, them niggas throwing parties, Phil Home from Albany Projects. China says some of the realest motherfucking shit. Let me explain something to y'all, man. Some of them phone calls be lineups. Whip wop salute. I see you, beloved. Some of them phone calls from them niggas be lineups. AP, East New York, I see you in the building. The old Brooklyn love. Y'all here? He know it. Some of them phone calls, them niggas be like, yo, see, let me tell you something. The niggas that don't like you be close to the niggas that you think like you. See, the niggas you grew up with, your best friends and all that shit, the niggas used to let come to the crib and get sex. You know, you like to bring the girls, give them some pussy and all that. The niggas you kept with the marijuana, the niggas you made sure niggas didn't beat you up. Yo, I found out that the nigga that you took care of all your life is the nigga that will grow up hating you. To the real niggas in here, dude, if you understand what I'm saying, let me see some dice cubes. The niggas that you love all your life will be the niggas that hate you. You know why they hate you? Because of you. They hate you because of the security that you hold, the respect you hold, the definition of your name with men and women, with everywhere you can go, your name is solidified. Niggas don't like that. Because, you know, back in the days when we went to them parties, you remember it was the niggas that was like, yo, could I go with you? You see what like AP said, Big said, it's the one that smoked blunts with you, see your picture, then they want to grab the gun and come and get you. What you think all the guns is for? All-purpose doors got the Rockwallers at my door, and I feed them gunpowder. See, that's real shit. Like China said, them niggas is, it be the niggas that's cool with you too that don't know the niggas that they cool with don't like you. But ironically, the niggas that don't like you or know that you have a better rapport with them, so they'll say certain things to you. Yo, you heard from the nigga Big Dice? You heard from China? Yo, tell that nigga to pull up, son. We getting money. Tell that nigga to come up and smoke some of this za. You know we gonna have the bottles out there. That's a dead man's trap. Dead man fucking walking. Dead man walking. Because if you really like that and you outside and people know who you are, you already know what's going on. So if somebody's calling you to overemphasize the fact that, yo, something is going on and make sure you be there, in the words of China Brim, that I will reciprocate. Don't go there.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got
Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low, and they keep holding you back. How they expect for you to grow? Come on, man. That nigga was talking some other shit. City Bama, salute. Harlem legend, I see you in the building, salute. That nigga was talking some other shit. China said some shit. I thought about that shit because it's the truth. Like, niggas be worried now. I'd be back and forth in and out of Brooklyn. First of all, niggas on YouTube ain't supposed to know when certain niggas is in town. El Plaga, salute. Because, like China said, I didn't really catch that shit, y'all, and I'm older than him, and he gave me some Jews on that shit. It's the niggas that be always on the corner aggravated. The same niggas that just want to get a wife beater or a fresh pair of sneakers. Niggas might make $90 a day, and they got a $150 a day weed habit. Hustling backwards ass niggas. Them the niggas that want you to come and they gonna try to rob you. They gonna try to rob you too. They gonna make sure the nigga that don't like you kill you, and then they gonna be there to go in your pockets, because see, the niggas that sit back with that body for the police to come, them niggas usually really don't like you. They be robbing you. They go all through your wallet and all that shit. You don't need this shit. Take your jewelry off you and all that shit. We come from a fucked up area. St. John's Park. Man, if you don't know nothing about St. John's Park or Lincoln Terrace Park, don't go there, man. Don't go there. Don't go to them places if you don't know what you're doing. Don't be going up in no fucking St. John's Park, St. John's Recreation Center, Raoul and them, where I learned to swim at. Don't go up in there if you don't know nobody, man. It's really, really different motherfucking animals. Lincoln Terrace Park, Betsy Head Park, Betsy Head Pool. Don't be going up in them places if you don't have no motherfucking complimentary guest certificate, a ticket, somebody saying, I know him, that's my cousin, that's my friend, I went to school with him, yo, leave him alone, we invited him. Niggas that do something wrong to you, man. I done seen niggas get robbed at the pool, my nigga. Like that up, niggas they take their clothes off, put their shit in their motherfucking locker, and niggas spin on them and take their motherfucking key, son. Niggas sitting in motherfucking St. John's Recreation and swim trunks, waiting for their parents to come pick them up. Don't be going to them certain places like that, man. Motherfucker, tear your goddamn ass up. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's some real information. The 4th of July is supposed to be for family and friends. And I had to learn this. If we got to start taking our gun where we go, you don't need to be there. That's some real shit. Even if nothing happens, if you know you need your fucking gun to go listen to some music or shoot some pool or hang out or have a beer, do not go to that establishment. Cutthroat, I see you in the building. I see you in the building. But like China said, like we all know this, I told y'all this the other day, the 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and Halloween, them is holidays. If I don't trust you, I see you, Keish. No, I don't got artist blocked. He got me blocked, y'all. I swear to God, because I told artists it's something he did on his phone. Y'all can see artists. If artist was blocked, y'all couldn't see him. So you getting 10 seconds for that. Keish, you getting 10 seconds. Oh, no, FTC, you getting 10 seconds. Yeah, you getting 10 seconds. You getting 10 seconds. I don't think you niggas understand. My goddamn gun is right here. My gun is close. I'm from Brooklyn. My gun ain't nowhere far. My shit right here in front of me. I would pop one of you niggas for 10 seconds, man. Nah, but I told Artist he got to go into his phone for something. You know, Artist was mad at me a year ago. He was flipping on me. He blocked. Fuck Big Dice. I think the nigga still got me blocked because I can see him on the other Artist one, but I can't see him on this one. AP said, if you need your gun to go to a spot, you're just plain stupid and you're trying to prove you tough. Shaking my head. Like, for real, that don't make no sense. You got to go to have a good time with a gun. Usually the people that's throwing a party, they have guns. But where we come from, it's a certain respect. That's such and such pops. That's such and such moms. That's such and such brother. That's such and such sister. Nah, we're going to go have a good time. You know, I'm from the era where we used to write down the invites on the little cards. Bring your own brown bag. You know, people knew that. It was people that got whooped out. But it usually was friends arguing with amongst each other. It wasn't nobody from no other neighborhood. It was usually friends that got drunk. Argument usually started over to give me a cigarette. I'm tired of giving you cigarettes, nigga. Get a job. Simple shit like that make niggas fight because we aggravated. But let me show y'all what happened yesterday, man, in Fort Lauderdale. Shout out to my man FTC Vice for putting me up on this, man. 3 teenagers, man. Check it out, y'all. Let's go. Fair YouTube usage.
Dazzling displays of fireworks lit up the night sky as families across South Florida celebrated the 4th of July. This is video from Fort Lauderdale last night. But despite all the fun, 4th of July proved to be a dangerous day all across South Florida.
Seems like it is every year. There were reports of celebrations ending in injuries. We have Hannah Yashivi. She's live outside Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami with more. We always warn about this, but it's very dangerous to shoot off fireworks.
Janice and JC, and we know so far of 3 different incidents that happened last night during 4th of July celebrations, 2 of those related to fireworks, and the other one happened because of a stray bullet. I want to tell you first of a teenager in Miami Gardens who was injured and harmed because of some fireworks. The police department and the fire rescue responded to a call for a 17-year-old male who was injured by some fireworks that exploded right on his face. I actually just spoke to his mother, and she tells us her son is undergoing surgery right now after suffering from some bleeding in the brain and some.
Now, y'all know, quote unquote, the fireworks that they're giving our kids today and the fireworks that y'all buying today is not the same motherfucking description of the fireworks we was coming up with. The blockbusters, the M80s, the Twistlers, the sparklers. No, y'all understand, everything is being copied and bootlegged. Everything is being bootlegged. Everything is being cloned, y'all. Every fucking thing is being cloned. Remember back in the days, the wick that we used to have on certain things? Well, I don't know. We used to be blowing up motherfucking, forgive me. We used to be blowing up the payphones. You put a motherfucking 380, a blockbuster in that little slot down there, that's a quarter of a stick of motherfucking dynamite. They used to have the green motherfucking stelts on it, but when you lit that shit, you had time to get away, even with the firecrackers back in the days. Now, do you notice that they're telling you to get them long torches, them long torch lighters now to light fireworks, and they're all, like I seen it on my cousin shit yesterday, it was like this: we're not responsible for explosions. What you mean you're not responsible for explosions if you're responsible for selling this shit to our kids? See, down here in North Carolina, all you got to do is go right. So you can go to Walmart and get the shit y'all seen, but for about maybe 40, 30 miles, you can go to South Carolina. You can go to the motherfucking border where all that shit is at. I'm talking about it's nothing but fireworks stores in South Carolina. Yo, Otto, I appreciate you for sending Miss Tawana over here too. She subscribed and she let it be known that you sent her, so I'm letting it be known. I appreciate you for spreading the word, because I always say tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the way we all could win. You understand what I'm saying to you? But let's get back into this work, man.
Broken bones in his face. We also spoke to some family members last night who said they believed this happened because of a faulty firework.
He ran up and his clothes was on fire, and we grabbed him, and he had a gash on the side of his face. His face was burnt on one side.
It just lit.
I don't know why, y'all. Is it me? Jamel, I see you. Is it me, y'all? I don't know this lady from nowhere, but it seems like I know her. Is it just me? Do I know her from somewhere, or do y'all know her from somewhere? Is it me? When I saw this shit, I'm like, where I know this woman from? Then I thought about it. No disrespect intended. I hope she don't take this the wrong way. She remind me of Unruly.
Side his face was burnt on one side.
It just lit real fast, like that fast. It just
shout out to Unruly.
Normal. So it wasn't nothing that like really just like that little fuse just lit that fast.
On another instance, we also know that police officers responded to a call for a 13-year-old shot in the arm in northwest Miami-Dade. Police officers confirming this morning that he was injured because of a stray bullet. That teenager was brought here to Jackson Memorial Hospital's Ryder Trauma Center, where he was earlier released at 6 a.m. this morning. And the third incident happened to a resident of Miami here. He was 13 years old, and according to the fire rescue, he was lighting some fireworks last night with his family before putting that fireworks piece on the floor. And that's where it lit up and it burned his hand. And he's at the hospital receiving treatment right now. But those are just a few of the incidents that happened last night.
Can I ask y'all a question? What the fuck is a 13-year-old child? What is a 13-year-old child doing handling explosives without the adult supervision? Shout out to Hank McCoy. Shout out to Hank McCoy. He got big kids. Hank McCoy did a show last night, and he took that shit outside in the street and set it off and let them watch and enjoy from down the block. 13 years old? Come on, man. Kids don't have the motherfucking patience we got. That's like the cookouts didn't start till about 7 o'clock yesterday, y'all. I'm dead ass serious. You know how back in the days when we was young, cookout, what time cookout start? Oh, everybody be there about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. The food be ready, all that bullshit. Not yesterday. Not yesterday. I said to myself, I must really be old. Because the old people said, boy, we ain't doing no goddamn cooking till that sun start going down. Did anybody else hear that yesterday? My family said, nigga, you must be out your motherfucking mind. We ain't gonna start cooking shit until that sun start going down. So you know what I did? I went up to McDonald's. The motherfucking line is around the corner, y'all. I mean, when I got to the window, the lady said, I didn't know we was going to be this busy. I said, Joe, my aunt told me that they ain't going to start cooking till that sun go down. And the lady said, you know what, baby? You right. You right. But check that out, though. They saying that the motherfucking explosives was faulty. Look at that child. They say he's in surgery right now. This story right here I want to talk to y'all about is for some of the women that feel as though that men are all deadbeat dads. Pay attention, ladies. How y'all feel about the women that use, I want some real shit. We got women in here, and I respect y'all all opinions. 7, always a queen. Only child is up in here. Who else is up in here? We got the sisters up in here. And to some of my brothers in here, I want to know if y'all ever went through this. Have your baby mother or your ex-wife or your wife ever played with you when it came to visitation rights pertaining to your children? Now, see, check this out. I got a funny analogy on this. You know, I think different. I think outside the box. Do I think that people should use children as pawns? No. Because it destroys the kids. Number one. And what you should really be thinking about is what's best for the child. Shout out to Keish. What's best for the child, whether you feel as though that the mother's worthy of being respected or respects herself, whether you feel as though the father is worthy of being respected or he respects himself, when it comes to the love that y'all supposed to share for that child and the growth of that child is supposed to not be no tug of war with kids. Well, I'm about to show y'all something about a young lady that they sent her to jail. Now, if you check out her disposition, they told her, yo, check this out. This man pays his child support. It has came to the determination that he is the father, the paternal father of this child. You can't keep your daughter away from him. And she just totally tried to come up in here like she was like she was Judge Judy or some shit like that. Like she just knew the motherfucking law. So let's get into this. I want y'all to check this out and tell me how y'all feel about this. Let's go.
Made recommendations at that time. I don't think we got that far, but I'm not sure if y'all remember or not. But I have read the recommendations in the report.
I don't think we got that far last time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. We have this movie. You turn your video on because we're in the middle of trial. I mean, middle of the hearing now. So you have to have your video on. You turn your mic off, but your video needs to be on.
Your Honor, for the record, before we proceed this matter, there are some facts I must state.
Now check about her. Check out now. Check out Miss London Bouvier. You know that bougie shit, Bouvier. She talking that shit now. Pay attention to her and check them out, how they looking at it. Let's go.
For the record, I'm here on special restricted appearance as the representative of the descendant. And I do not wish to waive any rights, rather statutorial or procedural. And for the record, as the authorized representative, executor, beneficiary, I have demanded a jury trial in regards to this matter. Moving forward, for the record, Your Honor, I have filed an amended notice of recusal with an affidavit of fact on May 29, 2024. With all due respect, Your Honor, I have not received a response from you in regards to this notice. Please note for the record, I have presented to this court on special restricted delivery all presentments to date. Moving forward, according to Georgia Code Section 15-12-122 and 2020 Georgia Code Section 91138, rights to a jury trial is a reserved right. Please note for the record, at this time, I do not wish to add nor subtract anything from my presentments, and I stand behind my documents. And at this time, I respectfully excuse myself from this proceeding to await all notices concerning the trial by jury according to the law.
Okay. So first, you filed a motion.
Now, before she start, this woman right here, let me tell you something. Before she start, this woman right here is actually very intelligent. But you know how they say you're too smart sometimes will you be stupid? Some people are too smart. That makes you stupid. Just like some people are too fucking stupid and it'll never make you smart. But it's some people that's too smart, but it makes you stupid. See, smart and stupid is not the same thing. Like when you call somebody you stupid, things that you could do are stupid. Meaning when you call somebody stupid or they practice stupidity, this means they have made you believe that they know the difference between right and wrong, how they supposed to carry themselves, and how you would think that they react to certain situations. Once they step out of the boundary, what you appear that they would do logically, now you say that that's stupidity. No, that's not stupidity. That's a motherfucker that's too goddamn smart. He just being stupid. Stupidity is dumb shit. Yo, I'm about to take my gun up in the motherfucking club, yo. Fuck that, the first nigga look at me, I'm gonna shoot him. Yo, I'm about to run up in the motherfucking store. I'm about to take this lady chain because I don't like the fact that my baby mother ain't got no chain. That's stupid. That's stupid. But check what they said to her. Let's go into this. Fair YouTube usage. Let's go.
Motion for recusal, which the court denied. Looks like you filed, you need to turn your video back on. If you don't turn your video back on, I'm going to have a hearing without you. Okay? So turn your video back on. All right. You filed a motion for recusal. Which
now, if y'all pay attention, she on some fly shit. She feels as though she don't even want to be talking to them. Pay attention to her attitude and her disposition, ladies. No disrespect intended. I understand that sometimes people do get upset because of things they're going through, especially with people they had situations with and shared child with. But pay attention to how you're supposed to act when you're in the presence of the judicial system.
Okay, so turn your video back on. All right. You filed a motion for recusal, which the court reviewed and denied without there being sufficient evidence. I think you filed an amended one, which the court did not receive a copy of. You were supposed to send that to Chambers if you actually wanted me to respond to it. But you filed it via e-file. I'm noticing it now. It's going to be denied for the very same reasons. With regard to your request for a trial, this is a custody matter. It cannot be a trial by jury because you can't have trial by jury on a custody matter. So that issue will be denied. As for your representation, the court will consider you London Bouvier. That's who you are. That's what the court consider you as. If you want to consider yourselves as anything else, that'll be up to you. But when I make a decision, it's going to be for your government name, London Bouvier. And that's what the law of Georgia is going to hold accountable. So when you don't do what I asked to do, then your representative or whoever you think you might be won't be going to jail. It'll be you, London Bouvier. Okay? So I want to make sure you understand that. So
now, if y'all didn't understand what the judge was saying, Miss London Bouvier put together a transcript, y'all. She put together a transcript. Now, she's talking like another person put this transcript together for her. She's having an out-of-body experience, like she's talking about her alter ego. This woman is mentally insane, but she's intelligent at the same fucking time. She wrote up a whole acquisition. You dig what I'm saying? Pay attention to what the judge said. The reason why we have to deny the first part of this is because there's no such thing as a jury trial pertaining to children in child support court. This is not a criminal case. So they threw that out. This woman wasn't stupid. She did the due diligence of a lawyer, but didn't understand what the fuck she was accumulating in her mind, and they showed her what that law means. See, because you too smart sometimes to be stupid. You understand what I'm saying to you? Check this out. Let's go.
Is that clear to you? All right, we're going to proceed in these proceedings. If you want to participate, that's up to you. If you don't want to participate, that's up to you. But I am going to make a ruling, and the law will be what the law is.
Like she told her, you can tell me you somebody else, and you can talk to me like you Scooby-Doo, but it ain't going to be Scooby-Doo going to jail. It's going to be you in jail, woman. Miss London Bouvier. Let's go.
To do your representative or whoever you think you might be won't be going to jail. It will be you. London.
Heard him? Talk now.
Be a trial by jury, because you can't have a trial by jury on a custody matter. So that issue would be denied. As for your representation, the court will consider you London Bouvier. That's who you are. That's what the court consider you as. If you want to consider yourself as anything else, that'll be up to you. But when I make a decision, it's going to be for your government name, London Bouvier. And that's what the law of Georgia is going to hold accountable. So when you don't do what I asked to do, your representative or whoever you think you might be won't be going to jail.
Pay attention to what Miss Only Child just said. She says schizophrenic is very intelligent people at times. If you pay attention to the movie, what was the name of the movie? Glass. The one before that. The dude, he had like 8 different personalities. First of all, the nigga was very intelligent. Look at the movie Silence of the Lambs. The man was suffering from schizophrenia, but he was one of the most intelligent criminals that they ever met in the world. The man would set mazes up that they couldn't figure out. That's the name of the movie, Split. That nigga was a dangerous individual, man. Appreciate you, Seven, and appreciate you always, Queen. This woman right here is showing you right now mental illness is wrong. See, the sad part about this is, that's why I say, ladies, sometimes you need to just find somebody to talk to instead of thinking the best thing to do is run to the judicial system, because you might make yourself look like the bad person or the person that's the actual endangerment to your child. Now, see, if you pay attention to what you're going through and come to reality, you're angry about certain things. Certain times it's all right to go talk to people, man. Because check this out. Let's go.
It will be you, London Bouvier. Okay. So I want to make sure you understand that. So is that clear to you? All right. We're going to proceed in these proceedings. If you want to participate, that's up to you. If you don't want to participate, that's up to you. But I am going to make a ruling, and the law will be what the law is. I suggest you should participate so that you can be heard, and that the concerns that you have, the court will have an opportunity to hear them. That'll be up to you. Okay. But if you do participate, you need to have your video on. Ms. Giles?
Yes, Your Honor.
Start with your recommendation first, and then you can back up with why you make such decision.
Sure. And I think we're just here on a limited matter for contempt from that interim order that was entered in April, if I'm correct. And I agree with that, what's in that order, Your Honor, as far as getting visitation started from Elaine and Dad.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull back for a second, okay? Because I think I had to go to another. Okay, so I see on April 19th, amended parenting plan.
No, Judge. We had the hearing, I believe, on the 14th. We submitted an interim order for a temporary visitation that was signed on the 19th.
That's signed on the 19th.
That's correct, Your Honor. I'm sorry, it was signed on the 18th and filed on the 19th.
Did you get a copy of it? Obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I don't see it. Hold on for a second. Did you see it in the? It's not showing in Judge's editions. Oh, that's odd. Odyssey shows it. Okay, I apologize. So there are two things. There's Odyssey that everybody kind of looks at, and then there's Judge's edition, which is how we keep our notes based on a document, which is how we operate. I don't know why, but this interim order isn't there. So when I was reviewing the file for this hearing, I didn't see this order. So let me take a quick second to look at it. Thank you.
No problem, Judge.
Has this order been followed? Is it being
Your Honor, that's why we're here.
It's not being followed.
No.
No, right. We filed a contempt on this order on May 7th.
Really? I don't know what's happening.
Now check this out. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Bouvier, I've indicated to you once before that your video has to stay on. It being followed at all, like no visitation, or just being
no visitation at all, Judge.
All right, Ms. Bouvier, I've indicated on the interim.
So when I fast forward up to the part right here is where The social workers that's involved with the case that actually assigned and designated this woman the times that are supposed to be allotted for the child to be with her father, she didn't agree with none of that shit. She didn't. So what? So what? The judge said you can see her this time. So what? The judge said you could have her for this weekend. This is my child. So this is what you see all the other social workers and the people that's involved in the back to bring you up to speed. This is what I wanted to fast forward it to. Let's go.
Order.
That's
all right.
correct, Your Honor.
Got it. I got it. All right. Yeah. All other issues shall remain. Okay. All right. So the order isn't being followed.
That's
It is
correct.
not. That's the issue. It being followed at all, like no visitation or just being
no visitation at all, Judge.
And if y'all don't know, that's the father right there, Romario Habib. And that's his daughter right there, Mary J. Habib. If you pay attention, they have her there. So obviously she's upset about what's going on with her not being allowed to see her father. Now pay attention, ladies. Pay attention, fellas. This is a man up there. He's doing everything he has to do because some of us, we always got that dumb excuse. Check this out. I've been told that shit. We got this dumb excuse. Oh, they wasn't gonna let me see you. I ain't think I would win in court. So to the dudes straight up and down that's watching this, to the dudes that's watching this in the cut, the people that may watch this, if you have a friend, a homeboy that you know that's going through some shit, especially with child custody problems, talk to him about him and let him know his rights. Let him know he can go to motherfucking court. Fuck the fact that inside our hearts, we be saying they're going to judge us as a criminal as we walk in through the door. The first thing they're going to judge you is as you walk through the door is a concerned parent, a father that wants to have some time with his child. So that's something that's at least to the better advantagement at first. Pay attention. Now, how you appear when you walk up in there is how you will determine your outcome. You can go up in there looking like you're a motherfucking thug or a goon or a stupid ass ignorant individual, or you can go in there like you got some motherfucking sense and try to articulate yourself to the fact of being a father, not a drug dealer, not a goon, a man that is concerned with the child that he has helped create, and he's upset that he cannot see her. So to go against anything other than this, you letting them know that you got some type of sense. So all props to the fathers, and I'm giving props, and I'm giving you some game to the fathers that worry about the judicial system. Pay attention to this work right here.
I had thought that this matter was coming back on the calendar because I continue.
Always the queen says, and that's gangsta. I refuse to let a judge tell me how much it will cost to take care of mine. I didn't mind them going to dad's house. It allowed me my time. See that? That's right. It allowed her time for her to breathe. Whatever she wanted to get into, that ain't even have nothing to do with going out. Sometimes people just need some time to breathe by themselves. Let's go.
From the last matter, but now I understand. Okay, so there's also the contempt on the interim order.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Got it. I got it. All right. Yeah, all other issues shall remain. Okay. All right. So the order isn't being followed.
That's
not. That's the issue. It being followed at all, like no visitation.
Yo,
or just
dog, salute.
No visitation at all, Judge.
All right.
Yo, dog, you see the situation, my man at the top, Mr. Romario Habib, and his daughter, Mrs. Mary J. Habib. They're upset to the fact that the mother of this child has just refused to allow this little girl to get some time with her father, and vice versa. And the judges and the child care conservatives, everybody, the people that's in charge of this case have instructed her what she's supposed to do, and she denied it. So I'm trying to tell the fellas and the fathers that feel as though just because they feel as though they may not have what they think it takes, all you got to do is go in there and file for your motion to see your child. Pay attention. The things you might have to do, you might have to pay for a paternity test. You might have to come out your pocket and pay for a paternity test. You might have to do something like produce the fact that you work, that you have a legitimate income. You might even have to go as far to say you're absolutely clean. You're not involved with any type of drugs or anything. If this is what you want to go through, this is what you're going to have to go through. If you want to be a father, that's nothing. If you want to be in your child's life. Let's get into this work.
I've indicated to you once before that your video has to stay on. This will be my last warning to you. Turn your video on. Ms. Bouvier. If I say it again, I'm going to find you in contempt of court. If I say it again, I'm going to find you in contempt. So when any
she's already upset. You can tell by her whole demeanor. That bullshit about her representation and her talking about her alter ego did not work with the judicial system. And she's a little aggravated. Let's get into this work.
Happens before, I'm going to have my deputies come get you. Okay. You turn it off again, I will find you in contempt of court. All right. So you will spend 10 days in the Cobb County Jail. You turn the video off again. Okay. Did you understand me, Miss Bouvier? Did you understand me, Miss Bouvier? Unmute yourself and say so. Miss Bouvier, I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to excuse you from this hearing. I'm going to find you in contempt, and I will pick you up. And your child will then go to Mr. Bill. Unmute.
I stand behind my documents. For the record, I stand behind my documents.
You can stand behind whatever you want. Do not unmute like I asked you. Ms. Marshall, go ahead and remove Ms. Bouvier from these proceedings.
Yes, ma'am.
I find you in contempt of court. 10 days in the Cobb County Jail. Child will be returned.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
We got my guy Tommy up in here, man. Real Prison Talk with Tommy. Y'all better go subscribe. Drop them links up in there. Tommy here in the building. Salute, beloved. Glad you had a great 4th. I'm glad everybody had a great 4th and in here, man. I hope ain't nobody getting no bad news about their family members and nothing like that. Because, you know, that 4th of July can be treacherous. I call it notorious. You understand what I'm saying? 4th of July, New Year's Eve, Halloween. There ain't really the cool ones when we was coming up. Now as an adult, I'm still a little weary. So sometimes what I do is I just rock with my family for New Year's Eve and we go to church. And we bring the New Year's in church. We bring the New Year's in church, and at 12 o'clock, everybody hold up a certain amount of money. It could be $1 bill. They usually get the kids dollar bills. You know, the big shots try to pull out $100 bills, but $10 bill, $5 bill, $20 bill. They say if you bring the year in with some money, you'll end the year with some money. That's an old time saying. Old time saying. Before we get into this Iman Shumbert nonsense, I want y'all to pay attention to something. They just made a whole bunch of guns. Just like when the Glock came out. Remember when the Glock replaced the 38 revolver? The 32 snub nose as the backup. Remember the Glock 9 did the replacement to that? The Glock 17, the first gun came out. No motherfucking safety. Accurate, plastic, reliable. They just dropped some new guns, but check this out. These guns is going off without being fired, without being triggered. So check this out. Look what's going on. Cop got shot with a gun. Brand new, you dig? Let's go into this.
officer is recovering after her gunfire in its holster. 5 investigates. Mike Bodette has been tracking similar incidents here in Massachusetts and all across the country for the past couple of years. Mike is here now. All right, Mike, what unfolded with this latest case?
Maria, it happened yesterday afternoon around 4 o'clock. According to the city of Somerville, the police officer suffered a non-life-threatening injury after an unintentional discharge of her duty weapon. 5 investigates has learned the officer was carrying a Sig Sauer P320 and the bullet hit her in the right leg. That handgun has been tied to dozens of unintentional discharges across the country. Another unintentional discharge of a Somerville police officer's gun, the latest one happening Wednesday afternoon. According to the police chief, the officer's firearm was holstered at the time of the discharge. The officer was treated and released from the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery.
Unfortunately, these occurrences are going to continue. People are going to get severely hurt or potentially killed.
That was attorney Steven Semenza speaking to 5 investigates last year. He represents another Somerville police officer, Walter Collette, who suffered serious injuries when his weapon allegedly fired on its own without the trigger being pulled in July 2019, while it was in his gym bag, which Collette was carrying over his shoulder. He's suing Sig Sauer, the New Hampshire manufacturer of the P320 handgun.
What happened to Walters happened to countless folks across the country.
5 investigates reviewed court records and media accounts and found 42 reports of Sig Sauer P320 handguns firing without a trigger pull since 2016. The incidents occurred all over the country, from New England to the West Coast, in 22 states. The city of Somerville won't say if the officer injured Wednesday was carrying a P3.
Now that's some crazy shit right there, y'all. And let me ask you something. Say somebody had a gun, an illegal gun, and they pulled the gun and it went off and a person died. Do they get charged with murder? Do they get charged with murder? And I heard about the SIG going off, but I didn't hear about the SIG going off involuntarily. This is what I heard. If you got one in the head and that shit hit the ground, it's going off. Just like with the old school tech back in the days. If you had one in the motherfucking head with that old school heavy ass tech, when that bitch hit the floor, it's going off. I remember me, my man Calvin, we were standing on the 2nd floor at Irene Court. The nigga was like, yo, son, look at this shit. The shit fell. That shit just went off. Now, I did hear the SIG, when it hit the ground, if it's one in the head, that bitch would disfire. But I ain't just hear you can have one in the head like some people choose to carry their gun and the shit is just going off. Get into this work, y'all. Facts.
320. But last year, the city told us the police department has 175 P320s, one of 4 of the largest cities in the state using the P320s, including Cambridge, where there have been 3 incidents involving these handguns.
And you see what that? You see what Miss Only Child just said? She just said some deep shit right there. She said it's sad, but how many times are they going to now use this for the accidental killing of innocent people? Because you know, certain times when you see certain police officers that are going to trial because of certain guns, if you pay attention, I'm going to do some research on that shit. They be saying accidental discharge of a firearm. So if it's an accidental dischargement of a firearm, you cannot be charged with 1st-degree murder. You cannot be charged with 2nd-degree murder. You cannot be charged with involuntary manslaughter. Ain't that some shit? This is cold-blooded facts, man. Let's go.
Cambridge Police Lieutenant Thomas Ahern is also suing Sig Sauer after his P320 allegedly discharged without a trigger pull in May 2019. While he was in the department's SWAT team van with 6 other officers. Miraculously, no one was hit with the bullet.
Lieutenant Ahern had been raising concerns about the safety of this weapon before it was issued to him and the other members of his department, as long as a year before.
Now, we reached out to Sig Sauer for a response, but have not heard back. Somerville police tell us the department is conducting an internal investigation. Mike Bodette, 5 Investigations.
Shout out to Dog Soldier, because I remember when he did a live, I see your dog, that's a SIG. He was like, yep. But he don't have a 1st generation. Just like the 1st generation of Glock came with malfunctions. These is facts, even though it's one of the most accurate guns that was ever created. They got Glocks that was made in Russia, and then they got Glocks that's made right here in the United States of America in Georgia. Ironically, the ones that was malfunctioning the most came from Russia. But let's get into this work. I want y'all to listen to something right quick. I want y'all to listen to some shit right quick. Smash that motherfucking like button, man. Because I want y'all to listen to something right quick, because we was talking about Mr. Iman Shumbert and his wife, Mrs. Teana Taylor. But how did it come to this? How did it come to this? Now, if they had so much of the family that was so much beautiful together, y'all, how did it come to this? Ain't that some shit? I want y'all to pay attention to something. Fair YouTube usage. Please listen to what's going on right quick. Let's go.
After 8 years together, he wanted back every single gift he gave her. Here's why. Iman Shumbert, the former NBA player, got married to the artist Teana Taylor in 2016. They had 2 daughters, and for a long time, it looked perfect until everything blew up. She filed for divorce against him in 2023 and said a lot of nasty things against him in court. She said he was a narcissist who was cruel to her. He was jealous of her success. He cheated severally, and he also withdrew nearly $4 million from their shared account. Iman, on the other hand, made it clear he never cheated, and she has no proof of any form of cruelty. So he wanted her to return all the gifts he gave her during their relationship, including the condo and all the jewelry he gifted her. After a long legal battle, the Miami condo and 2 other apartments were returned to him while she kept all the jewelry in other houses worth $10 million. They both kept their individual businesses. She was awarded $1 million in spousal support and $8,000 monthly for child support. So what do you think? Is he right for wanting back the gifts? After 8 years together,
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Wanted back every single gift.
Did you hear that? Did y'all hear that conversation? Always the Queen says she got all that in divorce. Check this out, though. He was rewarded back the 2 condominiums, but they let her keep the rest of the homes and the jury that was past $10 million. Check this out now. Check this out. Check this out, because y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. Fuck it. Was Mr. Steven Jackson wrong when he asked his ex-fiance to sign that pre-nuptial agreement? Because look, he looking happy, sucker free. That looked like a goddamn sucker to me. No disrespect intended. You know what I'm saying? You got earrings, brother. You got earrings and you got a nose ring, brother. You're looking suspect, and you know she's into that. A freaky, enough a freaky move. A freaky, enough a freaky move. But how does it come to this? She stole my kids, beautiful children, y'all. How did it come to this? You stole my kids. Because they said after the divorce, she said some real crazy things about him in court, saying that he was a narcissist, a control freak. He continuously cheated on her. And he was jealous. Check this out. He was now, in her eyes, jealous of her accomplishments. I bet you I can tell you what a few of them arguments started from. How about let's check about Coming to America when Eddie Murphy found out that he had a child. Let's talk about the way that she came out in that suit, literally naked. See, let me explain something to you about some men. They don't give a fuck if you're singing and all that bullshit, but you're doing videos in your panties, in your shirt. You see, this is the part about it. If you didn't have your own money and they decided to use you as a sex symbol and you signed up and agreed for that, that's something totally different. But once you became that man's wife and once you became them beautiful daughters' mothers, it's supposed to be some standards that was supposed to be held accountability on your behalf. Now you're throwing more and more over explicit videos out. You're laying on the bed, your pussy's hanging out. no broad titties. You're walking around your ass. You're all on TV. You in these fashion shows. You're showing nothing but your body continuously. I know what them arguments came from. That's when he turned into a narcissist. Check this out. He turned into a narcissist because when she first came into the light, remember, she was wearing what? She was wearing what? The baggy jeans and stuff. Yo, artist, I'm telling you, I ain't got you blocked, son. I promise you. I told you one of your phones you got me blocked on, because if I had you blocked, we couldn't see you in here. Everybody sees you except me, so you got me blocked. And when it comes to your artist with the L artist, the red one, we see you all the time. I swear to God, I ain't got you blocked, brother. Always a Queen says she was doing that before the marriage. You're right, Always a Queen. You're right. You're right. And ain't nobody else in here gonna block you, artist. You got a wrench over here. So how the hell? Think about this, artist. If you got a wrench, how we got you blocked? Duh. You notice when you came in earlier, everybody said, artist, hello, and I'm the one going, I can't see you. I told you that, bro. I told him that from artist is crazy, y'all. That's the bro, man. He didn't do enough to get joint custody. Now, see, that's something that I love that you brought up, Always a Queen. Let me see. And she said he still married her. Pay attention. Now, I guess Steven ain't too bad now, right? Because Steven did not marry her. He stopped it. The only thing I'm upset with him about is at the altar, she should have been knew it was over. But like she said, he still married her. So like I said, when I said it was men and it was some women, I said leasing with the option to buy, pay attention. She said, this nigga right here, a little cute or whatever, we might make a good kid if something was to happen. I'm gonna fuck with him for a little while, but this ain't gonna be the nigga I'm gonna be with forever because in my opinion, he's too passive. He's too flamboyant because she has the masculine demeanor. If you pay attention, he has the more laid back Dwayne Wade. She has that Gabrielle Union. I'm a stud. Play with me if you want to. I'll strap up and fuck you in the ass, pussy. That's what I see with that type of relationship, just like I see that with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, respectfully. My motherfucking opinion. That's why I think she just said, you know what? I don't even want to be around this nigga. He disgusts me. Now all of a sudden he's a narcissist because he's upset with the fact that you are doing certain things and you already have money. See, this is what makes people wonder. Like, yo, if your money and my money together is great money, why you keep doing outlandish things for money? Pay attention. Why are you doing outlandish things for money? I should hope that a lot of these young girls coming up today do not watch what's going on Instagram thinking they got to show their pussy or fuck a nigga or lay down or do some absurd shit just to become somebody of importance in this world because that's what they showing them. That's what they showing them. They're telling our little kids today, yo, check this out. You can send some naked pictures to some weirdo ass niggas and make a bunch of money. So they tricking them. They bamboozle them just like they did us with the hustling in the street. You could sell these pieces of motherfucking drugs and make a bunch of money. They didn't tell us how all them years when we was out there, we may be accumulating all this money. We could have been spending some of that time into a corporation or a job breaking down shit for our 401k and our retirement and our social security when we get to a certain age. See, they ain't tell us about that. They did it to us too. It ain't just the women. They doing it to our little girls right now. They did it to our women. A lot of people don't even know this. You can Google this. Welfare started in 1943. 1943, welfare started. Before 1943, there was no such thing as public assistance or welfare. But in 1943, they did a survey, and a bunch of people came to people's homes and said, yo, is your husband here? And a lot of women back in the days, because there wasn't no such thing as separation, is he at work or he's outside. And then this is what they would do. They say, yo, check this out. How much money do you get a month? How much money does he give you a month from his job? How much money do you get if you do certain things like babysitting, laundry, cooking, caregiving? How much? They said we give you $15 or $20 a month more or whatever you're making if you throw that nigga out. Now, this is 1943, $20 a month. They say, yo, check this out. They went and did a survey with a bunch of women. They started in the minority neighborhoods. They started with the blacks, the Italians, the Hispanic. It started with us to start with the motherfucking program. They say, yo, check this out. If you throw the nigga out your motherfucking house, we're going to give you $20. Cold-blooded fact, Will and Jada got them same characteristics. Twan, I appreciate you. I was just bigging you up earlier because Auto was in here too. Top of the day, I'm glad you're all right after the 4th. We was talking about the situation that's going on with Miss Iman Shumbert and Miss Teana Taylor, because now they're separated after 8 years, 2 beautiful children. And now, after going to court, they told him $100,000 spousal support. Check this shit out. She get $100,000 a month spousal support and an additional $8,000 a month. So she get $108,000 in month for the rest of her life until she marries somebody else. He got to pay that. Ain't that some deep shit? So hold on, this is the part I don't understand. Why she didn't get $8,000 a month and the kids got $100,000? She's doing movies. She's a choreographer. She has a beautiful voice. Why did she get the $100,000? I can see if she was dead broke. So you mean to tell me the kids is only worth $4,000 a piece? You see what Miss Teana said? That's some gangster shit, private school. Yo, let me ask you something. Do anybody in here really know the difference between public school and private school? I'm gonna give y'all some work today. Do anybody really know the difference with our children when it comes to public school and private school? Well, I'm gonna tell you. With public school, they sit our kids down in a box. They overpopulate them between 26 to 30 children back in the days. Now it goes from a little bit like 16 to 24. They overpopulate our kids and sit them in a box. And they expect them to sit still in that box. That's not what kids are programmed for. You know, in private school, they let you do things at your own pace. It's just like FTC Vice may say, Dice, I'm going to walk from North Carolina to Brooklyn, New York. The Tribe, I see you in the building. Salute. I might say I'm going to walk from North Carolina to Brooklyn, New York. FTC may get up there in about maybe 22 days. I might get up there in 41 days. You know why? Because I do it at my pace. That's the difference between private school and public school. Public school is a doctrine of education that they try to cram into our children's mind in 10 to 11 months each year until they go into junior high school. That's why they don't get certain shit. But when you let children study things at their own pace without the what? Fear of failing, without the fear of embarrassment because they have failed, because everybody does not learn at the same pace, then you have scholars. Grizz, salute. Then you have scholars. You know why? Because these kids weren't under pressure like they did us when we was in school. Check this out. They told us if we didn't maintain an academic score, we would get left back. Do you know what type of embarrassment that is? Do you know a lot of the niggas I know got left back or in jail or the rest of their life or they dead? It started in public school with some niggas I know. I know some niggas that were straight A students, that wasn't straight A students, but was the coolest people in the world, but they did not have comprehension when it came to academics. And let me explain something to you. When they got left back, that shit embarrassed them and turned them into animals with the fact where they left school and became to learn the school of the street. That's where it started. I've seen this shit happen. I know niggas that got left back and they was so embarrassed to the fact that they couldn't come with us. They didn't even want to hang out with us in the street no more because that's how much they felt ashamed. We didn't give a fuck about that shit. That's what they did to us. They say, you know what? We're going to see which one of these piglets move the fastest. The ones that don't, we're going to hold them back. Same thing like they did with the Bucks back in the days with slavery. Oh, that nigga big, he know how to fuck, we're going to put him in the front. That nigga right there, he weakly, throw his ass in the goddamn field. It's the same motherfucking program. Just like my man Tommy said, he going live today. Make sure y'all get over there to Real Prison Talk with Tommy. He said, yo, Dice, what should be a great topic? Getting over the being institutionalized. The amount of time that my man did, he had to become somebody else that he cannot be out here. It's like China Brim. People that did long stretches like that in jail. The fact that you got to learn how to calm down with being at defense. When you can't look at someone if they're trying to help you with something or present the opportunity to you as they are trying to do something to get over on you. You know? My man said, I'm still institutionalized, but he's overcame so many things. Great woman, baby on the way, just moved out of town, getting that good fresh air, and now he got his own channel. And he get to drop Jews from a real legend's mouth. Not no wrote down shit straight from the fucking heart. This is facts. I wish Baby Grizz stopped trolling niggas and get up on these platforms and give them that work. Because y'all don't know. Y'all think he a troll. He's not a troll. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm not even going to expose nothing. That's him. That nigga ain't no troll. But that nigga got some shit to say. It's time for the real cats from authenticity and the real era of honor to get on these platforms and start teaching people how to be adults, man. People don't understand that. You could be an adult by age, but you're not an adult by maturity. Certain things you did as a boy, you're supposed to stop doing. Certain things you did as a teenager, you're supposed to stop doing. When we was young boys, we could run a full court 3 and 4 times all motherfucking day. Who got next? 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 We go home, it's salt running down the side of our face. We've been playing ball all day. We go to the motherfucking, the water thing, put water on our face and drink. We running fulls all day. You can't run no fucking 5, 6 full courts back today in your 50s. They got a tournament in St. John's Park. It's going on right now called 33 and over. I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to be a part of 33 and older because if you was in 33 and older, they had the right to get 2 ringers, meaning they can get 2 people under the age of 33. And I always wanted to pay 33 and older. And now I can play 33 and older, and I'm not playing no goddamn 33 and older. I know why they ain't going to let me stay on no team because I'm not going to practice. I ain't going to practice. I'm on my Allen Iverson shit. I ain't going to practice. Tommy said, Dice, did you hear the crazy ish coming out of Ryan Garcia's mouth? Nah. What are you talking about? I ain't doing none of that shit, only child. I ain't going to no fucking practice. You call my motherfucking house 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning talking about, yo, you coming to practice, I'm going to scream on you, and I'm cutting the phone on silent. If you want me to play on your basketball team, let me know when the day of the game is, and I'll be there. He said, Dice, I started the troll patrol. They took it from me. I'm the troll. I troll the trolls. My fault. He said the N-word. I ain't doing it. I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. I ain't got no time for that shit. My knees be hurting. I got a corn on my left foot that I think the devil just is so mad because he can't get my soul. He left a corn on my foot. This nigga put a corn on my left foot that's disrespectful. Y'all motherfuckers act like y'all ain't got no corn. Some of you motherfuckers got bunions, got scallions, all that type of shit on your feet because you be old and you be walking and you be working and you be out in them goddamn streets. But I don't give a fuck if you rocking Timbs or Skechers or your ass got some shit on your foot. These is facts. Like my man's was like, yo, son, you got to go to work today? Hell no, I ain't got to go to work today. They paid us for yesterday, but they didn't pay us for today. I don't go back to work till Monday. Don DeMarco. He said a bunch of hateful things about George Floyd. You know what? I think I want to do another show about George Floyd. I think I really want to do another show about George Floyd because I found out some more things about that situation and what led up to his demise. Am I saying he was supposed to get killed? No. No. I'm not saying that. But like I said earlier, from the way that whole situation erupted, may he rest in peace, it erupted for him trying to pass a fake $20 bill. A fake $20 bill. Was he supposed to be killed? No. Was he supposed to be sent to jail? Yes. He broke the law. He did a criminal activity. Can't get mad at that. If it would have been a white man that did that to a white man, the publicity would have not been there. Walaikum salam, OG Bobby, I see you. Grizz said if I do a YouTube channel, son, they might Malcolm X me, Dice. They'll try, but they'll never get him. They'll never get you, Grizz. You anointed. The foolish attempts, you anointed. You already here. People don't even understand that you here. Some people, y'all wouldn't even believe it. It is a such thing as immortality. When you're anointed. Immortality means God will not allow someone else to be responsible of stopping your heart. I don't give a fuck if you shot, stabbed, hit by a car, thrown off a roof, drugged by. If God will not allow someone else the power to do that when you're anointed. Open-minded, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. You know y'all got y'all links. Please drop y'all stuff up in there. Let people Seven Rain. Make sure you drop Liddy and everything. Shout out to Liddy, man. Shout out to Liddyville. Let me tell y'all something about this nigga Liddy. All jokes aside, y'all, that nigga don't deserve, he shouldn't even be on YouTube. That dude is a genius when it comes to motherfucking graphics communications. You know he got the little bullshit going on with Velo. When your eye hits the eye like a big pizza pie, that's no Velo. That shit was funny. But that little motherfucking movie he put together for motherfucking Mob Ties, that animated movie, y'all, right now, that shit is viral. That shit is, that's genius. See what I mean is, like when you do certain things like that where you joking and you playing, Liddy ain't trying to hurt nobody. He don't want nobody to hurt him. He's just letting you know that his mind is so motherfucking powerful, he can bang with the best. That nigga dropped some shit, y'all. That shit's so fucking funny, son. I'm talking about that shit is so fucking... This nigga dropped a movie. You dig what I'm saying? He dropped a movie, man. I'm talking about the shit was intriguing. Like the minute you put it on, you won't stop watching it. You won't stop watching it. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. Let me show you some shit. Let me show you some shit right quick. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
gotta mobilize. We got to work to solve these problems.
Why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout out to Liddy. I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek on this shit right quick before I get into this conversation about what's better, the IHOP or the Waffle House. Check this shit out by Liddy, man. Fair YouTube usage. This nigga right here is a genius. This nigga's a genius. Let's go.
This is the story of a young Italian pizza boy named Novello, with a dream of one day becoming a pizza man, but things took a turn when he met an old African man sitting in a wheelchair who dealt in Nerf guns, and a turtle-shaped man named Ralphie. They took the young Vello and brought him to the town addict Kunje, who taught him the ways of virtual thuggery, and together formed the Ghost Ties. With this group now formed, Novello created virtual havoc, forgetting his boyhood dreams in the process. He was drunk with virtual power, but he did not know the power was never his. Novello and the Ghost Ties became a mockery of what once was. He was shamed by his family by this and sent away in his camper. Novello no more. How tragic. From a pizza boy to a delivery man, the story of not. This concludes the tragic tale of Novello, a young man whose dreams were lost to the allure of virtual power and the consequences of forgetting his roots. Novello's journey serves as a cautionary reminder of the dangers of losing oneself in illusions of power and fame, forsaking one's true desires
Fair
and
YouTube
values.
usage. This boy is genius.
With Novello gone on YouTube vacation in his virtual camper, the Ghost Ties were left to fend for themselves. Ralphie, Kunje, and Wheelchair Chopper was not enough for what was to come. The Ghost Ties found themselves facing the looming threat of the dark side's horrors. They became the laughing stock of the dark side, and nobody believed their ghosted lies.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here.
That dude is a genius. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. I just gave y'all a sneak peek of it. Go over there and subscribe to Liddyville, man. Fix Your Face Radio, man. Get over to Way to Black, too. Subscribe to Way to Black. Way to got some things going on, you dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Wax AP. Get over to the motherfucking Now. Get over to 050. Get out the Harlem Legend, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, get it to Jai Ace, man. There's some people, you know, chilling with love. Danny Lux, you know what I'm saying? There's some real funny, good people up on motherfucking YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? Like, instead of focusing on the crazy shit. But one thing I want to ask y'all before I leave. Shout out to Miss Miyagi. Shout out to China Brim. He said earlier on the show, he said, we probably going to get some breakfast. The first thing China said is, yo, we probably go get some IHOP. And then he said, well, we might go to get them that Waffle House. I'm going to say this right now. IHOP or Waffle House. Everybody in here, tell me which one y'all prefer. Me, IHOP to the day I die. I've been IHOP since it was the International House of Pancakes. They done put the motherfucking abbreviation on the shit. They done made International House of Pancakes a fucking acronym. That shit used to be the International House of Pancakes. I used to get the 10 silver dollar pancakes with the eggs and motherfucking bacon as a little boy. Fuck that. And then Miss Miyagi gonna say, ill dice, Waffle House, negative radio. If she was here, I would give her 10 seconds for that. Aha. Aha. You dig what I'm saying? Mr. Warner said, oh, thanks. Shout out to my man Auto for bringing over great people, great energy. Lock it in. We Team Guardian. Only child, I thought I was about to give you 10 seconds because I thought it said, I will take Waffle House. See, I'm smoking on that lemon cherry. That shit says, I refuse the Waffle House. Dog Soldier said, yo, facts, Queen. IHOP, me and the little man are here right now. That's a fact. Man, ain't nothing like that motherfucking old-fashioned syrup. Or if you want to get a little freaky with it, you get that strawberry or that blueberry syrup. You get that motherfucking T-bone steak well done. You dig what I'm saying? With the omelet, egg, and cheese on the side. Or you get the pancakes with the omelet. I get the steak and cheese with hash brown. Woo-woo. They only give you 3 pancakes. So you know me, I like to eat a little something. So I tell them, give me an extra 2. Throw 2 on top of the 3, make it 5. You did? Waffle House, I'm going to give you the best. This is what Waffle House got me for. When it comes to that coffee, I've never tasted coffee like that in my life. She said, I can get 5 seconds. I only want grits from Waffle House, but everything else is IHOP. See, but let me tell you something. A lot of people don't know this because they don't do it in New York. But down here in the South, so I'm going to give her a pass for that. Down here in the South, you can get grits. Down here in the South, you can get grits at IHOP. Just like a lot of people don't know, down here at the South, you can get biscuits and gravy at McDonald's. Yo, in the South, you can walk up into a gas station, right? And that shit have better food in that shit than Justin's. You might pull up at a motherfucking gas station in the South and then go, yo, let me get 20 on, and you happen to make a left because your nose gets hit with an aroma of something so very, very delicious. You just turn your head like an owl. You might see some wild, disrespectful shit. Red velvet cake, deep dish, apple pie, peach cobbler, all type of disrespectful shit. You know what? I had Starbucks coffee one time. That shit had me feeling high. Just gave me a little bit too much energy. I said, did they bring this shit from motherfucking Bolivia? Did they bring this shit from Bolivia? Shit had me feeling a little spiked up, you know? I said, I ain't fucking with this shit no more. That shit's strong. You see what she said? That shit's strong. That shit's strong. And I put milk in my coffee. Yo, that shit's strong. Yo, that shit seemed like that shit came from Mexico. I said, is this cocaine? I start touching my fingers, hitting my gum. I'm like, yo, is this cocaine? Is this why everybody in this motherfucker buying these Starbucks? Because, you know, I start thinking about shit. Is Starbucks integrating cocaine in their shit while people so fucked up and stuck on that shit? Is them niggas mixing that coke with that shit? She said she got 5 bags. She said Starbucks, Ms. Tawana said Starbucks had her feeling like she took a pill and I'm pure. A bean and I'm pure. See that? I ain't gonna front. That's real coffee though. Maybe that's why that shit like $33. How much is a cup of coffee? What, $23? Well, the cookie in that shit is like $14, right? That's another reason why they ain't got to worry about me going up in that motherfucker. If coffee is $30, I ain't going. I can see why that shit got cocaine in it. That shit $33. She said $7. Good God Almighty. That's a meal from Hardee's. Shit, McDonald's, you can get a McDouble, a 4-piece chicken nugget, a fry, and a juice for $5.34. Yes, you still got some change left. Well, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I got some running to do. I know it's Friday for y'all. I feel y'all pain because y'all at work, because I'd be at work, but I'm off. I don't go back to Monday. Y'all know Egypt broke my 32-inch TV, so I had to go get a TV. Egypt ain't been fucking with me since that day. She like, I'm not fucking with this nigga. I broke his TV. Thank God she didn't break the big one. If she'd have broke the big one, I'd have laid on the floor and cried. Word up. I put my 32-inch TV. She done made the shit fall over. That shit looked like it had leprosy. She said, me too. I got some sales I'm looking for. You know, always a queen, old school. She said, Macy's. Fuck all that new shit y'all niggas be going to. That Century 21 bullshit. Nah, Century 21 cool too. All that motherfucking other shit. Well, make sure y'all set y'all bell notification because your boy going live later on. Can you dig it? Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist with it. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?